Hey Jano. So you are onto something there, because of course it is possible to make hex weave into bags. So of course if I had any corners in here where it wasn't a hex, meaning 6 triangles around the corner, then it would also be following the same principles in terms of shaping that you know from the baskets. I don't know where I got the other one. I've got a little too much of the stuff around me although I don't think there's ever too much. Anyways, if I it's over there. If I do not put in any other corners other than those that have 6 fingers like these, then all of this is neutral, a neutral weave, so it can easily fold. Of course, this is always a play of materiality as well, because not every material will be able to fold like this, and still this is different to the kinds of fabric we're familiar with, mostly because those are based on 2-directional weave and this is 3-directional weave, so it behaves very differently. But because it already has all those corners, all of those holes, we can just pick up a thread and maybe a needle, okay. Get the thread through the eye of the needle, get the needle through the eye of the thread, and get going. And now, even if I only picked up like the corners of this would already allow me to draw it shut, basically. But I'll see if I can pick up a little more. Let me see which line I'm going to follow. I'm going to follow this one. Look. So all I'm doing is weaving along, weaving, waving. I weave, therefore I am, like that. Continue around. I'll do it over. Here's the perfectionist within me, which is only to say that as I play, my eyes note various things. Various things get recognized in terms of patterns and stuff. And as this is generally the first time I'm doing it as well, in this case, you know, there's always something that I'm going to pick up along the way. And it's a question of how far along the way am I, whether I will continue just disregarding the pattern, go around anyways and see where it goes, or instead go ahead and retreat or retrace or undo the steps that took me to this place that I now find mistaken. Or, right, is it mistaken if I didn't even know there was another way to take? Not yet, right? It's that moment where the taking begets the mistaking, because I do mistake what I'm doing and find out, oh wait, this mistake I did is actually taking me much better towards where I want to go. So I could take that route. and sure enough, stuff goes around, comes around, and I learn my way by mistaking, and then taking again, taking another turn, return, turn, return, turn. By the way, with those sailing boats that I've been playing with, like the one that I just modeled, it's quite funny. You know how with other sailing boats or ships they call it tacking when they go at the wind, which has something to do with at-tacking, doesn't it? Yeah, but I enjoy those boats because they don't tack. Actually, they shunt, which I like. It's like it's a different kind of move. The boat doesn't have a front and a back, a stern and a bow. It's actually symmetric, and it depends on, like, it has a side that always goes to the wind and one that goes away from it. So with the wind is lee and against the wind is Luff. I don't know what it is in English. Luff und lee. So it's got those two sides, but no front and back, because that keeps turning. The whole boat has the same orientation to the, like, it goes like this, basically. Like, bam, bam, bam. I like that. Anyways, I'm all around now with this, and just drawing it together gives us a neat little bag, and I wouldn't be surprised if that bag was actually much larger than it appears. They tend to be. You can plump the water and get a feel. There's probably a lot of room more in there, but yeah, you get the idea. That's the easiest way to turn them into bags, other than going about and actually sewing bags, which is something that my partner and I have also been looking into. I've made a number of bags, and she's just done some nice ones too. And yeah, this is Kagome weave bag. And if you're gonna have enough spheres around to, put in there, there's one nearby. No problem. Good air conditioning. And in a similar way, just to mention that, it's also possible to put through fingers and struts, as they call them, of larger structures through this, or put more than one weave through itself. So there's lots of ways in which the structure can continue, because it's already playing along the way of the spheres. It just goes with all the rest. And yeah, I've got somewhere foldable 8-eyes, which has a smaller version of this within it, and the whole thing packs down into this. And then when I unwind it and tie it together one by one, fingertip into the corner of an eye, it turns into a proper 8-eyes tree ship with a hammock in the middle. So that's what I do, and you can do it too if you just like and want to and try. Peace.